at the end of the day, Foden is not a winger for this England side. I mean, I was watching that Denmark game, and I'm looking at Foden coming all the way down to the box to get the ball from Pickford because the likes of scrubs like Declan Rice cannot play.
Hold it, bro. We are not going to tolerate such.
Foden is looking around and he's not seeing De Bruyne, he's not seeing Haaland, he's not seeing Bernardo, he's not seeing Rodri. He's seeing the B-Tech version of them.
So he can't work with other people. He only works at Man City. Is that it now?
Saying? That's not what I'm saying.
That's what you're saying.
But anyway,
that's what I'm saying. He only works in the Man City system. He can't outside that. Yeah.
Back again with another episode of The Wildcard. Of course, N'Golo Kante's cousin here, Brian Waudo.
Hey, come on. Now it's N'Golo Kante.
Oh
my God. This is Vernant supporting Portugal once again. We're winning the Euros.
Yeah, good luck with that. And of course, the Jabroni Slayer. You can call me Nyaassh, of course, presenting millions of King Kai fans and William Saliba.
Now that you mention that,
yes.
Which team are you supporting in the Euros? Is it Germany or is it France?
It's France with a tinge of Germany.
What the?
Come on, you have to pick one.
France is my first love as far as European teams go. But Kai Havertz, man, he has won my heart over and over again. Kidogo.
So Germany it is?
No, France it is with a tinge of Germany.
Venan, this conversation will never end.
Yes, it will never end. So, Lakini Brayo, how are you feeling about France at the moment?
At the moment, no, we are yet to get a goal. We need to get a goal from a French player. I mean, the win against Austria was the own goal, and Austria are playing ball. I mean, Ralf Rangnick, whatever you're doing, they might cause an upset in this tournament. And also in the second game against Netherlands, Griezmann missed sitters. Rabiot did play well, albeit not having the pace of a natural winger.
He should have converted. There's a chance he got banned. He should have converted.
Why did he pass it to Griezmann?
I don't get it.
And then the likes of Dembele, four-play merchant. There's an almost exciting, like, there's no end product. Hamwagi, pause.
Hey, bro, but you're coming in too strong.
But all in all, they're still the favorites on paper.
Yeah.
And I'm rocking with Alele Blue.
Good stuff.
Because, Manze, there's a friend of mine who told me that France could be the biggest upset in these Euros.
No.
But before you talk about them, man, we have to talk about my favorite moment.
Which one?
That is Gor Mahia winning the league once again for the 21st time.
Damn.
I attended that match. It was at Machakos, and that game was amazing.
5 goals in total.
Yeah, ilikuwa poa sana. And I have a couple of things that I feel like I need to share with you guys regarding the Gor situation. Yes, I do have videos that I'll share with you guys actually.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So first and foremost, shout out to the VIP section of the stadium.
Okay.
Normally, when you attend these local games, it's the VIP that usually have these bougie people who they don't want to make noise or relax. Alafu see watu wa Russia, see watu wa these other noisy side.
No. Before you even go further, not to interject. Squeezy, kumbe working for the good company pays well. Naonanga producer wetu Squeezy anavaa Patek. Sasa wewe unaongea na Omalo ushaingia VIP section of games.
Hey, ndio tumeachwa nyuma.
Hizi connections mnazipata wapi?
Like I said, attend these local games tunaweza patana naye ni kuingiza VIP. Anyway, so the VIP was packed. They were chanting walikuwa like they brought the vibes to the players. Even your time ya kuinua kikombe, like we got to enjoy. And speaking of actually the cup, it's amazing how despite Gor Mahia winning these titles from time to time, this is twice in a row right now, those players are as excited as if it's for the first time. Like seeing Omala going up and it was amazing. It was good. Sadly enough, last time we were seeing Jonathan Mckinstry as a Gor Mahia coach. Now he's going to try out another thing. But it was nice. The pitch, Machakos pitch, when it's sunny, it's amazing. When it's rainy,
it's horrible.
It's very horrible.
Yeah.
And once again, Gor Mahia fans, we want to thank you for attending. our games, whether iko Muranga, whether iko Mombasa, whether iko Machakos, whether iko Kasarani.
They always follow the team.
Yeah, they always follow, and we showed up. Machakos ilikuwa imejaa.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about where your team is at the moment? For example, you're a Tusker fan and you're an FC fan.
Personally, with AFC, won the last game, albeit I didn't think we were going to win the last game against Ulinzi, considering they were home.
Yeah.
And then the game just before the penalty game of the season, a thriller against Shabana, losing out 4-3.
Yeah.
Crazy game. I think it's just a matter of looking forward to the next season, you know? Sai naona kila mtu anakopi Gor Mahia, we have our own bus. Hadi naona Kenya Police, sai bus imetokea pia.
Yes.
So if we are all going to copy Gor Mahia, we might as well copy them in winning the league. That is the goal. Finishing 5th.
Yeah.
I want better.
Of course, especially considering the fact that you have not won it since 1998.
Jesus Christ.
That's a big dry spell.
26 years, bro.
Ooh, how are you surviving? But yeah, Tusker, of course, you finished second, just like us, no? Very consistent.
Hizo ni vitu mmezoea.
Consistency is key here. But yeah, I feel like we started off a bit badly. There's a time we had a very bad brand, even watu walikuwa na castigate the coach, Matano.
No, you guys are just too drunk.
Yeah, could be.
You're showing up at work drunk.
We are drunk and angry at the same time. That's a bad combination. Yeah, so we finished second. We hope now that your coach has left, now it's a time to capitalize and maybe next time finish first. Because, I mean, AFC Leopards are good, but not good enough to challenge us for the title. So let's wait and see. Tukona Kapaito, he's banging. We didn't get the golden boot, but he was close. He had a poor run in the end, but I think we have what it takes to actually win it next season.
You know, FC ended the season with a win over Ulinzi.
Yes.
And there's a friend of mine who, after that game, told me, like, Venant, I know, is usually Gor Mahia each and every season, season.
Yeah.
But next season, it's a bit different.
Change.
You look at now, for example, the top scorers.
Yes.
The difference between number 1 and 2, it's 3 goals.
Yep.
That gap has reduced compared to like other seasons.
Yeah.
So it's showing us that other teams are now starting to score a lot of goals, and if they also shape up defensively like the way Gor Mahia does, then it's going to be challenging next season.
Okay.
Tough.
Now, speaking of VIP treatment, not only Venant was the VIP fan in the Machakos Stadium as Gor Mahia were being crowned champions, there was one particular Gor Mahia fan in the name of
Omondi Oyo. Omondi Oyo bagged 23 million, if I'm not wrong. One of the two guys won the midweek jackpot. And he was flown from Kisumu, bro. Picked up Nairobi by a, what did you call it?
limousine.
A limousine.
Yes.
Taken all the way to watch his team, because he's a Gor Mahia fan.
Yes.
To watch his team get coronated as the champions, bro. Now that's executive luxury treatment.
Proper.
There.
I mean, what you're saying is SportPesa not only give you money, they also give you VIP treatment when you're with them.
Yeah, you don't get that everywhere, bro. So well done to him. Congratulations to him. He's the next millionaire. Always SportPesa mint millionaires like every week. I don't think there's a week you have come here not announced a winner.
No way.
Yes.
Yeah, every week there's a millionaire in town. So you can be one of them. And of course, get to bag one of the wins. You don't actually have to bet the whole jackpot to win it.
Yeah.
Unaweza bet like 13, then get out of 13, unapata bonus zako. Bonus could be millions, by the way. So take a crack at it, sportpesa.com.
Speaking of which, manze England imekuwa ikinitengenezea do.
Hey.
Yes.
Wait, okay.
England is one of those teams where if you just, like, I've been making money out of it. Like the last game, I'm surprised.
Below 2.5.
I'm surprised.
That has to be like the bet. If it's under 2.5.
Hey, like, I'm surprised England thought they would win that last game.
Against Denmark.
Yes. I knew for sure they will concede, because they do concede. And if they are going to win the game, they are going to have to outscore. And we are, 2 games in now? And we're still talking about Kane fitting in the squad. I mean, I mean, it was so obvious to... I'm glad I made money, man.
Southgate has absolutely lost it. I think you called it in a certain episode.
Yes.
That if he doesn't have a midfield of Jude, Declan, and Foden, he's doomed. Because that's the best one can work.
Really, he is.
The guy still knows, or I don't know whether if he knows, because clearly he's not doing it. Foden on the left wing is not working.
Clearly.
Bado anacheza huko. Who is this guy? Getting Trent. Liverpool's Trent. In midfield is not working. 2 games. Bado I change anything. I'm like, this guy.
I mean, when you look at it and you analyze the 2 different coaches, the England and the Denmark coach,
Yeah.
the one who played his Man United players got the better tactics at the end of the day. when you have Hoyland and Eriksson in the team. Because this brother in the half court denied Kobe Maino a big chance in a big tournament. I mean, listen, we always have how many international breaks in a season? 4 or 3?
Yeah, almost 4.
Exactly.
4.
So all this time, Southgate has had a whole season to prepare Trent in midfield.
Yes.
Yet he hasn't.
Yes.
Why take that risk in a big tournament?
It makes no sense.
When your job is on the line, when this is probably England's greatest ever side.
Yeah.
Apart from the likes of Lampard and Scholes and Gerrard.
Bottled it again.
Exactly. At the end of the day, Foden is not a winger for this England side. I mean, I was watching that Denmark team, that Denmark game, and I'm looking at Foden coming all the way down to the box to get the ball from Pickford because the likes of scrubs like Declan Rice cannot play out.
Hold it, bro. We are not going to tolerate such.
Foden is looking around and he's not seeing De Bruyne, he's not seeing Haaland, he's not seeing Bernardo, he's not seeing Rodri. He's seeing the B-Tech version of them.
So he can't work with other people. He only works at Man City. Is that it now?
Saying?
That's not what I'm saying.
That's what you're saying.
But anyway,
That's what I'm saying. He only works in the Man City system. He can't outside that.
Yes.
At the end of the day, after the game, Southgate comes out and says, this team is in dire need of someone like Calvin Phillips.
And nigga has lost it.
So, once again, I'm bringing myself to question myself. When you look at Declan Rice, don't even look at the Arsenal Declan Rice. Look at Arsenal at West Ham. Thomas Suchek was more defensive than he is, as much as they were partners in that midfield. When you look at Arsenal, once Partey was back, we all knew Declan was covering the left side of the midfield.
Yeah.
Even without Partey, Jorginho was the CDM and Rice still went on box to box. So at the end of the day, the reason we are saying Jude and Rice can work is because they are both 8s. Put them both as 8s and then Foden as the CM. But he hasn't done that at all.
Absolutely. And then he also said, it's like those post-match conferences zenye Ten Hag alikuwa anafanya because you were saying some weird shit.
Yes.
Dude is coming out to say that he's experimenting.
In a major tournament.
I'm like, are you...
Man, say, this guy was just a letdown. Just watching his press, you feel demotivated. Just
Absolutely. And every time England scores, you always know they are going to pack the bus.
True.
I'm like, mmefunga first half, mnapack bus ya nini, bro? Guys like Saka are not the same anymore when they're playing in the England shirt. I don't know what's the problem. Declan Rice, again, is not the same guy anymore. There's just something rotten here. I wonder kama Southgate anataka kina Rice na Saka warudi mapema ndio arrest.
No.
I don't understand what it is because he's moving mad.
Let me tell you what's going to happen. And this is a bold prediction. England will not make it past the round of 16. And we are going to see that star appearance from man like Limpompo. You know him. Because right now, so far, Guehi is their player of the tournament so far.
Defense.
Mark Guehi, and that's a defender.
Yeah.
Saka ako wapi?
Foden ako wapi?
You have Ken.
Where is Foden?
No, wapi Saka?
Where is Ken?
Wapi Saka?
Where is Ken?
Ken is an out
Ken
and
is
out
the
centre
bona
forward.
fide striker. What is he doing?
Bro, Saka has been a creator his whole life. Now you have the chance to play with Harry
Jude.
Kane, and you're not doing it.
He created for Jude in the first game.
Jude
What are
scored.
the other guys
See, Jude
doing?
scored the winner.
Yes.
Jude scored the winner.
Who
in the
created
first
for him?
game.
Who created for him?
Harry Kane and Jude have done their job so far.
Who assisted
Where's
Jude?
Bukayo?
Nani aliassist Jude?
Where is Limpopo? Ako huku na mimi.
England was their first game, right?
Yes.
Who scored that goal?
Jude Bellingham.
Who assisted him?
And nobody remembers that.
Exactly. It's Bukayo Saka. He's doing his work.
Don't hate.
I think for me it goes down to the manager. I think England have the quality and talent to actually play well.
True.
But just how he's not aligning them on the pitch just beats the purpose. I don't get it.
Okay.
I don't get it. And now it makes me real bad, because Southgate should not have been where he is right now.
Please, moving on to Germany and Italy and Spain.
Southgate should be at Carrington right now. That's why he's not performing for England.
Yes,
So
probably in his second signing.
yeah, England, they're looking bad. They're looking like the big team that might just be massacred, Yeah.
Guys,
True that.
we have a question from a fan. In your ultimate team,
Yes.
if you're to pick between Musiala and Bellingham, who do you pick?
They don't play the same position. Those are two very different players.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
but in
Those
your
are two very
ultimate
different
team
players.
now, if you're let's say in a 4-3-3 kind of.
In a 4-3-3.
Yeah.
See, in a 4-3-3 with a holding CDM and then two midfielders.
Yeah.
So then they both play.
Exactly.
No, but you
They
have to
both
pick
play.
one.
If I was to pick one.
Yeah.
I'm to pick one.
Based on the style of play.
Man, I'm always
that
about
you've
creating chances. That's why I always defend Bruno and the likes of KDB.
The guy.
I mean, get out. But at the end of the day, in this conversation, I was actually having it with Lawton and Eric. And I was like, if you're talking about being technically gifted,
Yes.
I'm taking Musiala day in, day out.
Yes.
But if you want results, if you want robustness, Bellingham clearly in front of goal he's lethal.
He's lethal,
And then
for
he
sure.
does his job box to box.
Yeah.
So, but at the end of the day, man, for the love of football, for the love of skills and everything, because even Messi was talking about letting youngsters, enjoy their football.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going technically gifted. I'll give it to Musiala.
Me too. I'm taking Musiala all day because I have strikers who will score goals. I don't need Jude's goals. I need someone who will create for my wingers and my striker. So I'm going for Musiala. Straight up.
Alrighty.
Yes, and then also based on how Musiala played against Arsenal in the Champions League.
Let's more focus on the national team.
Machungu.
No, let's focus on the national team to go to the Euro side.
Oh, speaking of which, I'm so proud of my team right now. Portugal, we played so well. Tuli Chapase 3-0.
Yes, sir.
It was very amazing. That assist by Ronaldo. Come on. He's the
I was
greatest
surprised.
player in Europe.
Yeah.
Come on.
He's
Come
the
on,
what?
guys. Greatest player in Europe.
Oh, okay.
Currently.
Yes.
Yeah.
Currently.
Yeah, like look
not
at
even
his
playing in
age.
Europe.
Look at his age right now. Look at the things that he's doing. I like how Roberto Martinez is grilled about Ronaldo in the press and how he has these brilliant, genius responses that he talks about Ronaldo. And as a Portugal fan, the one player who, to be honest, I don't want to see him play or rather start from the bench is Rafael Leao.
Oh, so you're not
yeah.
of the bandwagon where guys are saying Ronaldo is a bit too old? Because that was the narrative when he came back to United, that everyone is trying to create for Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Kila mtu anajaribu kupea Ronaldo chance and nothing. Is that the same case with Portugal? Ama una feel where your issue is with the likes of Leao and Bernardo?
For me, I like Bernardo Silva. For me, I feel he's a great utility player in that he can play in the front six in a given position at any given time, including also the defense. But with Leao, Rafael Leao, I feel like with him, akipata ball, I can count the number of seconds before he gives the ball away. And then you look at now 2 games in a row, yellow card for simulation. Like, we get it, you want to score goals, but if it comes at the expense of the team,
And a dive side.
now the manager has to think about your yellow card when he's making substitutions.
Okay.
Yeah.
When they're so unnecessary. So for me, Rafael Leao, if he can be benched, well and good. Now to Ronaldo. Ronaldo, for me, I like him because he brings experience. Martinez talks about him playing the tournament for the 6th time and scoring for the 6th tournament in a row. And no other player having achieved such statistics and stuff.
But he hasn't scored yet, has
He
he?
hasn't scored. It's Shaqiri who has that scoring record.
Okay, but
but
he has to
appearances,
score. Of course,
He will.
Ronaldo
Of course he will. Of course he will.
Score.
Yeah.
So Martinez is not wrong in saying that, So I'm genuinely happy with where we are. Am I still? Do I still believe we're gonna win? For sure.
Yeah, Ronaldo is playing well. I think what walikuwa anasema anabebwa, like you were saying, he's even pressing man, something he couldn't do at Manchester United. I think it's because of the coach. I think when the coaches are different, he plays differently. He's playing well. He's pressing. He's very much involved in the goals. The first game, kuna 2 chances I felt he could have, scored, but he didn't. But still, you don't look. There's no game I've watched for Portugal and I felt like Ronaldo amebebwa your game.
No.
Amekuwa chini
He's been their man for a minute.
Yeah, most appearances in the Euros. I think most goals as well. That's why he's the GOAT.
Yes.
That's why he's
Hakuna
the
mtu
GOAT.
atakataa hiyo.
Yeah,
Hakuna mtu atakataa hiyo.
Kuna watu wanasema he's not the GOAT.
Hakuna fools.
Yeah, exactly. No, jabronis.
Good.
Jabronis. So he's looking good.
I think what Venant is saying, the likes of, I've called out Dembele, you've called out Leao. They need to do 2 things. Wajiamini. Because there's 2 players in this tournament wamejitolea mbaya. In the likes of Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal.
Bro.
These boys are cooking.
Jesus Christ.
These boys are cooking.
Like, you're watching Spain play and you're like, God damn, that's fantastic. You're in a Arsenal, my God.
We're in the Euros.
Oh, sorry.
We're in the Euros.
Sorry.
Not England.
My apologies.
Yes.
But they're playing really well. They are nice watch. They are scoring goals. They are solid defensively. They are complete package. They're complete package. And when people are talking about favorites, they should definitely have Spain over there.
I'll be honest, man. These bookies, whoever they are, hapana. Because when you put France and England and Germany there, and you don't consider Spain as one of the top 3 favorites, there's issues
mad.
there. Because Luis de la Fuente has only had the job for about 4 years. After his first stint, he got them to the Nations League final. They lost to France. Then they came back again, and after the Euros, the 2020 Euros, they were knocked out by Italy in the semi-final. So they come back again, and then they go on to win the Nations League this time. And then now they're dark horses, man. They lost out to Morocco. I mean, now that's the issue with Spain, because when Morocco knocked them out of the World Cup, they were defensively solid.
Yeah.
So that shows me if you deny Spain chances, of course, and then you have lethal men up front, you can get the better of them. But surely, they are the surprise package for me.
Yeah, for sure, without a doubt. I mean, Hungary also, they look like a team that might go out. Now they're looking like a team that might go through. I mean, they're being captained by the youngest captain to captain inside to back-to-back losses in the Euros. I'm joking, Liverpool's Dominic Szoboszlai.
Do you still,
But it's true.
No,
do you guys still know the spelling?
Of?
Szoboszlai.
Yes.
That's easy, bro.
So both was a low lie.
That's so easy.
Spell it out in
Exactly. So Hungary, they might just Scotland or Miondokea. I mean, I'm not surprised when one of your best players is a player who plays for Manchester United. I mean, do you expect much?
You didn't
talking
need to
Scott
say that.
McTominay.
You could have just talked about how they were good in the qualifiers, but then they've underperformed.
If the best performance in the qualifiers is Scott McTominay, the Scottish Paul Scholes, there's absolutely no way you're going through. But they tried, by the way. It's not for the lack of trying. Like a game against Switzerland, well, Chelsea Vizuri.
True.
But again, a jabroni pass by, what is the name of that guy? that was
pass.
Jabroni pass. Your pass ilikuwa ushade. Ilikuwa aduni surely. That's the easiest Shaqiri goal Shaqiri will ever score.
Ever in his life.
He didn't sweat much.
Ever.
He didn't sweat much. Then against Hungary, they're looking like they might actually get it. And then in the 100th minute.
Last kick of the game, they get
slapped. So.
But at the end of the day, before we even talk about that fake king.
Guess who's the captain of Scotland?
Scotland. Sini Andy Robertson.
Absolutely. Another Liverpool guy. It's another scouser. Captaining the side all the way to getting knocked out.
Wow.
At the end of the day, before we even get to talk about the fake king that you've dubbed over the end of the day, I talked about Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal. Wamejiamini mbaya. And that Tujiamini initiative, courtesy of SportPesa, is still on. Wase wangu wa Western, wase wangu wa Ingo. Hey, register bana. Tujiamini.co.ke is the place to post your videos. And it's not only about football or the men. And
it's very important.
I know the Western region is very renowned for hockey.
Yes.
Post your hockey videos. You could stand a chance of
even
winning.
arts.
You could stand a chance of winning over 500K. And because as this episode is airing, the winners have already been announced. The gold bracket has already been announced with the winners getting over 500K, which allows them to realize their dreams.
Yes.
We saw the Olympic aspirant who was training with the Biggie akimonyesha hizo moves. And we've also seen Samuel the kayaker. So wase wangu wa Western, it's not just about football, hockey, anything, basketball, rugby, be there. Because tujiamini.co.ke is the place to realize your dreams. Post your videos on tujiamini.co.ke. Now say, Western, we are coming.
This is it for you. And of course, this is not Fugazi, bro. Last time tulikuwa Eldoret. And Eldoret FC won 250,000. Tuliona wakipewa. There's no jokes here. This is actually very true. And of course, they'll get also some mentorship from established coaches wa Murangasile and Gor Mahia, the champions. So for all those guys who do football especially, this is a chance for you to actually get mentored and get to become even better. Get the sponsorship for 3 years. You might actually get yourself going all the way to the Kenya Premier League.
Yes. As our producer.
And our producer is being a jabroni right now.
And as our producer, also wondering what you'll do with the 500,000.
Yo, that's a lot of money. There's so much one can do. Yes.
Kit ni hatari. I like it. The All Blacks kit.
Absolutely. It's only unfortunate they didn't win the World Cup.
How come?
Because they were against the mighty Springboks. Those guys are just juggernaut. 2015s, 27s. They always kill it everywhere. But speaking of sevens, by the way, the seven circuit is coming back.
Yes, sir.
In July, a couple of weeks from now, courtesy of SportPesa. There's so much to check out. Akina Kabras pale. Wao ndio kusema. Unajua by the way tukienda Western tawapeleka pale Kabras kuone kwenye
you'll show us them
wow. That will be nice.
Yeah, I was in Kakamega for 3.5 years. I kind of feel like it's like my third home. So SportPesa 7s are coming through first week of July. There's so many legs, by the way. There's the Nakuru one, there's Kisumu, there's Mombasa, Nairobi. So be on the lookout for that, courtesy of SportPesa, and we might see some new champions. I mean, Kabras, I think wanababaiki to like killer time. Let's hopefully let's see someone else try.
I mean, I'm not trying to jinx any teams that people support in this show, but most of the time when Venant and Nyaassh back these teams, they always end up disappointing you. You've backed Kabras.
Yes.
We shall see.
Kabras, they're losing.
You backed Nigeria. We saw.
You backed Man United. You saw he finished. Eighth position.
You know what? I think I'll go with Nodis.
Oh, no. Another jinx.
Yeah, man.
Another jinx.
I will go with Nodis, honestly.
So
I feel, even when you look at their story on how they've been winning this year in particular, it just makes sense to just support them.
I would have gone with the Nondis, but now with this guy.
Hey, so which other side are you choosing to jinx?
I'm not jinxer. gonna jinx her like you guys.
Angalia jazi amevaa alafu niambie usi jinxa. Which side are you jinxing this time round? Benegai Oilers.
No. You know what? No, I'm not gonna say form goes out the window, but I'll side with one of you guys. I'll go Cabras. I'll go Cabras.
The winning side. Yes, in the line. No longer Jabroni for sure.
It's like you guys supporting Man City right now. What are you guys doing?
No.
The same way we support Real Madrid.
No,
These things are common.
Man knows.
Real Madrid, it's okay, I understand. You'll go there for the class and the standards and the Champions League.
But when you go to Cabras, is what?
What are you trying to say about Cabras?
No, choose a team that right now is on the path of winning. Not that a team is already winning. They already have enough fans yet.
So okay, choose Barcelona, will choose Pathia for win. Barcelona will choose Pathia for win.
Yeah, it chose. And when I was supporting Barcelona, we had a nice record under Xavi, winning the most games and conceding.
Surely, but at some point, you must also get tired of bottling because you've been a lifelong supporter of Arsenal and Dortmund. And what has that gotten you?
Yeah, especially Dortmund. Arsenal has gotten you a lot of pride and joy. Can't say the same for Borussia Dortmund. Yeah.
You know what?
And right now, the Premier League fixtures are out. Speaking of these clubs that we support.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, day 1, 16th of August, the Juggernaut. Our title race begins against Fulham.
Title race of where? Where are you running to?
It's the title race.
Mbio za sakafuni hizo.
Right now, the team is confident. And by the way, on my thoughts on Ten Hag, I can't complain much. I mean, Ineos have already decided.
Okay.
Yes.
So my complaints will lead to nothing.
Yeah.
They've already decided he's their man. He's going to take us through the next journey. Fair enough.
Does he have your full support?
Does he have my full support? Yes. I love Man United. I support Man United.
And the guy who's
support Man United.
The guy who's coaching Man United right now.
I support Man United.
Does he have your full support?
No. Say support Ten Hag.
Sema yo kinaga ubaga. We need to know.
I always back my team. I've never shied away.
Back your manager.
I'm backing my team.
Back your manager, goddammit.
But at the end of the day, I'm happy.
Right.
But we all know, as Man United fans, the media is there waiting.
Yes. Very much.
You dare have a bad result against Fulham, and it's the sole game of the day.
Yeah.
Friday night football, late kickoff. The media is there waiting for a stinker. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I don't think it will be. I think we start our season with 5 out of 5 wins because I've seen we are playing Fulham, then we go to Brighton, then we give. Then no.
You go to Brighton?
No, Brighton.
Okay.
Brighton. Okay. Game 3 is the standout because we are giving man like Anslot a proper welcome to the Premier League. Yes. We are going to show him that there's only one room. There's only one room for one bald manager in the league, and that is Eric Ten Hag. Anslot is getting his proper lesson, either in game 1 against Ipswich or against Man United.
Which room does Ten Hag have? That there's only one room for bald in the knee.
Room full of
in the Premier League, you're dropping FA Cups.
You know, in the Premier League right now, it's only bald managers who are winning.
This bald manager, has he won the Premier League?
He's won the FA Cup.
Which room does he have? Which room are you talking about that there's only one room?
He's won the FA Cup.
Which dormitory is this?
He's won the FA Cup. Yeah? But at the end of the day, wrapping up on the Man United fixtures, I'm very confident we'll start the season with 5 straight wins.
That's a big move.
I do agree.
Big call.
I do agree with him because even when it comes
to... You agree?
Yeah, I do agree with him because you look at the Man United just as a team are one of the teams which have an easy or easier fixtures when you compare them to the likes of Arsenal.
Is Brighton easy for them?
Yes. We beat them 2-0 the last day of the season.
At Amex?
At our worst, yeah.
You beat them at Amex?
Now they won't have Desabi.
Okay. Liverpool.
Liverpool to me is one of the best because they have Ipswich, Brentford, Man United away.
3 defeats. 3 defeats, bro. 3 defeats. Anslot.
Nottingham Forest and Bournemouth at home.
Hizo maybe wapone ile lucky penalty ya Salah.
Because United naamini they will be a top 4 by the end of game week 5.
I think
but with Arsenal now,
no. There's how you need to introduce this. I think we are done with the other teams. Now we need to talk about the incoming champions.
Don't say that.
Can you tell us the
say that.
The first 5 fixtures of the incoming champions?
Listen, Venant, usiingie box ya umse. Wacha nikwambie, recently I was watching Troops' channel and he was on the vibe that you guys will win the league at Anfield because you play at Anfield in game week 36.
Goddamn.
That's foolishness. That's all right.
It's
foolishness now.
No. Can you just say the incoming champions?
So let's just go through the fixtures
of the incoming champions.
So we do agree it's a win versus Wolves, right?
Yeah, you'll beat Wolves.
And then Aston Villa away.
Away, L.
Game week 2.
For Aston Villa, straight.
L, yeah, as a nine.
Game week 3, it's Brighton at home.
Brighton at home, you beat
Remember, that will be after playing in Man United.
You'll beat them after playing who? Man United.
Man United.
How?
Brighton will play.
You will beat them.
And then game week 4, away to Tottenham.
L. And then game 5,
I can't go the last time.
Man City.
I kid you
Ooh,
not. The
goddamn.
first 5 games of the season,
Yes.
Arsenal are only winning 2 out of the first 5.
Yo, producer, clip that. I need that. I'll use that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tufanye hivi tuweke ledo
Is it lazima?
Thou, thou. Thou, thou.
Unajua sahi with what is going on.
No.
Fungo imekuwa a bit
No, wait, it's game week 5, so this is around September over the.
si ndio nasema
Yeah,
after 5
mid-September.
games Arsenal will only have won 2.
Yes, ndio
Oh,
nasema mweke
yeah.
thou.
Arsenal will only have
No, I'm saying thou to it. To
against
that
Nyaassh.
statement. Yeah,
How it is.
Deal.
Yeah.
Deal.
The clip hiyo pia.
done.
Yeah.
Yes. So we'll send it to
Yes,
producer.
our
Austin.
producer, yeah.
Okay. It's no worries.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so Basi then. So I look at Man City. They're starting with.
No
Chelsea.
one needs to talk about the 115 charges they've seen, man. Kuna mtu anaita financial fraudsters. No one needs to talk about that.
Nyaassh, if we're not talking about them, then I have one question for you guys. There's
Yes.
only one reason why I'm confident Liverpool will have a terrible season.
Why?
I think just like you, they might only win 2 out of their opening 5. Because game 1, it's an early kickoff. You know Klopp and always complaining. Now he's gone. We'll see if Slot can complain as
Yeah,
well.
to pick up from there.
But my issue with them is, I'm not saying there's the same teams and the same vibe, but when Brentford were promoted and you went there
Yes.
in their game 1,
Yes.
it was tough.
Yes.
Ipswich, that stadium will be rocking.
Yo, and they ball.
That stadium will be rocking.
Ipswich waucheza vizuri, by the way. I don't know if you guys
Liverpool
watched
could be
them at the
surprised.
Championship.
There could be an upset.
I can't wait for that.
Yes, and
Yeah.
they've stuck with their manager, unlike Leicester City, who've sold their manager.
Oh, Maresca is now
Yeah.
Chelsea
That's
coach.
Steve Cooper.
Yes.
Umetoka from Pep Ball to go vibes and inshallah. I mean, Leicester, it's crazy one.
How are
it's a dive from
Chelsea's
it.
fixtures looking? How are Chelsea's fixtures looking? Because I know they play Man City game 1.
So they start with Man City, away Wolves, home to Crystal Palace, away to Bournemouth, away to West Ham, home to Brighton.
I think
You
City...
remove the City fixture, they have very good
No. The Palace fixture will be tough.
Very
That
much.
Palace fixture will be tough.
at home.
It'll be tough.
It's
Okay.
Chelsea. It's Chelsea. It's
Yeah,
only
so-
stuff for
so-
them. Everybody was having a crack. Nilikuwa naona msia akisema the best goal that he scored in the Premier League. I don't know if you saw that thread from the Premier League. Everybody was saying like your best moment of the Premier League.
Yeah.
Like 10 guys name drop playing against Chelsea.
Wow.
Kila mtu alikula 3 points
Yeah,
minimum.
kila mtu alikula 3 points. Chelsea were very philanthropic last season. Keep at it. It's very nice. Yeah.
Yeah, so upande wangu in terms of the fixtures from an FPL perspective, this is what I can say. We've already seen the fixtures, and you who's watching right now, you know which teams have good fixtures. So, for example, in my opinion, Man United, Aston Villa, Chelsea, Liverpool, and Nottingham Forest have very good fixtures to start the league with. So, like my assignment to you is to just watch their preseason games, as this will help you pick the best players who can get you the best points.
Yeah.
In short, what you're telling them is to watch as we win the Community Shield in pre-season, right?
Yeah, wacha ikue. Wacha ikue.
I don't think you mentioned that. Alikuwa ongea kuhusu FPL. Points hazijazangi hapo. Out on a technicality.
Oh, my days.
Speaking of points,
Yes, sir.
Manze, you have to see who has the most points against each other here on the trivia.
Bana, ebu dig these archives, bana. And why me?
I'm not mentally in the right state. Nimekuwa na 3 defeats, man. Hey, I don't like
Imagine,
it.
in a row. What's
Really,
happening,
I
Brian?
don't
Nah,
like
he's used to taking L's.
What the hell?
He's used to taking L's.
I'm not mentally okay to take on this trivia today, but I'll still do it.
Okay. So it's so easy. We are just going to look at the Euros and also KPL, basically what has just happened this weekend.
Jesus.
So I'm not going to ask you who's the first.
Bana, Bernard
was the
season
first-
imeisha.
which was the first team to win the Euros. I'm not going to ask you that.
Season imeisha, jamii.
But you'll ask us that.
Yeah. So let's just start with simple ones. You know, some of our players are now spread. They're playing in several in their countries, representative and stuff.
Yes, sir.
I need to know which country does Akanji play in. Akanji from Man City.
Kuna lunch. Unajua hiyo ndio huyu pea Brayo motivation.
Yes, let's just see.
Kisikia kuna lunch.
Switzerland.
Okay, so yeah, it's Switzerland.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I do agree.
Very easy, bro.
Okay. This one is true or false. Xhaka, former Arsenal player, has won 2 man of the match in 3 groups stage games.
Excuse me? 2.
This tournament so far.
Yes, in this tournament.
Aye,
True or
I
false?
I know he's an invincible, but damn, I don't think so.
I think he's 1-1. I don't know. I think he's 1-1.
So the answer is true.
Absolutely.
Jack has been playing so very well.
You must be a jabron if you don't know this.
Like when
No.
You must be a jabron if you don't know this.
You can see how serious Nyaassh is riding that thing. That he's no longer
you must be a
Arsenal
jabron if you
player.
don't know this.
You are riding that.
I ain't writing shit.
He's no longer an Arsenal player.
He's an invincible. Something Arsenal has something to do with.
But he didn't do it at Arsenal.
I don't give a damn who he did it at.
Okay.
Fair enough. Let's go.
Yeah. So
Let's go.
So-
as I had said, I was not mentally prepared for this.
it's okay.
Excuse me.
You have a chance to catch up in this next
My
question.
days. Yeah.
Whoever gets the most in this particular question wins this.
The most.
Yes.
Either way, it's out on the left.
Which are the teams that have been relegated from the Kenya Premier League?
Hey! Hey!
Yes.
Hey!
Let's see how Kenyan we are right now.
How many are they? Skuna when you wanaenda playoff.
Where Jibu
So are they really relegated if they're going to
Relegated ni mbili, playoff ni moja. Yes.
Damn, I wish Tusker was there.
Sini ulinzi iko ama?
Let me see. Yes, both of you guys are right.
Man knows ball.
Ameponyoka sana.
And for the record, Sofapaka is the team that is going for the playoffs.
Yeah.
They're going to play either Naivas FC or Nairobi United FC.
Damn.
Yes, so kaya mkijua. Still in the KPL.
Hey.
How many goals does Omala have? You guys have been talking about his stats throughout this season.
Mimi niko tu na swali. Did he score in the last game?
Yes, he scored
in this game.
Yes, we saw it live. It was very amazing.
How many did he score?
Unauliza sana. Unauliza sana.
Now you are asking
Then to score shy. Was
you are
influence?
asking the invigilator for answers now.
Hey.
Upper either I'm very close or very far.
Hapa ni exact ama ni mwenye ako closest?
Closest. If we don't have the right figure, closest.
Closest. Okay. No coping, Nyaassh.
All right.
14, 15. The answer is 19.
No way.
Do we need to go on here?
Yes.
Do we need to go on here?
Yes.
All right.
Still.
Wiping
Kwani
the floor.
alifunga zote nne tena. Kwani alifunga zote against Bidco United.
Wiping the floor with your jabroni candy ass right now.
Still in the KPL. Brian Waudo, you've been talking about the trivia being Kenyan based for some time.
Yes, to favor the likes of the beautiful and lovely Tabitha Makumi, not this jabroni here. Mbona unaniuliza? Hizi vitu uliza Tabitha akiwa.
Still.
Ama Tobiko akiwa cause yeye naye akola hapa uliza.
Sasa
Anyway, continue.
You know this is how the 116 churches ilianza.
No.
Anyway, still in KPL. We know Omala to have 19 goals.
Yes.
Who's number 2?
Bana, nini easy.
Not Kapaito. We all know. Not Kapaito.
Holy shit, bro.
They both have 16 goals.
Inayo mini dark.
Si utuambie team bas.
Nah. Because if I say the team, for example, if I say Tusker FC, you definitely know that's Kapaito.
So
But it's not him.
It's not him.
Yes.
He's not him. We all know that. He's not him.
kitu inamfurahisha sana.
Wacha nikwambie mbona inanifurahisha. Nyaassh comes here and talks about sijui King Kai and Kapaito.
Yes.
King Kai is ghosted the last 2 games for Germany.
Like Hoyland.
If you want, you can pass.
Ghosted.
You can just dash.
Wacha tu nimpige big up because he used to play for AFC but akaturuka. I know I'm far off, but
Austin Odhiambo. And you
pass.
have pass. So it's Tito Okello with 16 goals.
Tito! Anyway, continue.
And John Makwata with 16
Yeah,
goals.
John Singapata,
oh my
but
God.
Tito.
Imagine.
But then ngepata ya makwata. God damn it.
Makwata,
Aya, sawa.
unfortunately.
All right.
So the last question for today. Wow. Who's the manager for Portugal?
Excuse me?
Coach, manager, the one who manages Portugal. Hint, I've said it on the show already.
Ungeuliza coach wa Switzerland, kuna mtu hapa angeti. Just saying.
Na si mimi.
Nice. So for the 4th time
in a row. Bana, Kamaka, every time you hear trivia, just know I'm about to wipe the floor with this jabroni candy ass. That's what I always do all the time.
It's okay. Speak, bro. Speak.
Unless you let him kuna pesa. You let him kuna pesa is the only time he has motivation.
Well, not SportPesa back me every time.
Not always, but you used to taking out. So
okay, fair enough. I'll say my piece. If you were very keen to watch last week's episode where I was busy dining on the chicken. What I want to say is I was scrolling through the comment section and that is where my point is proven that the producers are also always against me. Because there was a loyal listener of the Wildcard who said in last week's trivia nilisema Spain mbele ya Nyaassh, but the producers who are the judges wali decide to fall. And you can clearly see today's questions have been favored
towards
today's questions. Ile episode ya combined 11 Arsenal fans combined together against this trivia. I do not like this.
It's a very good case.
But I did agree with you on a couple of names on the other episode when
you
came
didn't.
to Premier League 11.
No, you didn't. Ben White wasn't supposed to make the list.
Neither was Diogo Dalot. To extend an olive branch to that jabroni. He was not supposed to be there.
Mkaforce issue ya Trossard.
Trossard ni bad man.
Jesus Christ. Ni bad man before Son, aje.
Impact ya Son ni all the way to number 5 ama 6.
Impact ya Trossard iko wapi sasa Belgium?
Iko namba 2.
Yeah.
Tunaongea Belgium. I thought tunaongea Arsenal.
He's a bad man. Perform for club and country.
We are talking about club here.
And country.
See country hapa.
He's shy.
Ni club.
Akiva uko ina shrivel.
Club.
Akiva
Diogo Dalot wapi?
Great. You guys.
Why is Diogo Dalot not playing?
Starting right back for Portugal. What do you mean?
Diliona Mendes alikuwa na assist. Diogo Dalot alikuwa na assist.
Faili yake iko
No,
poa.
has he assisted?
Pipe down, Jabroni.
The other left back has an assist.
Pipe down,
Does Diogo
Jabroni.
Dalot have an assist?
Pipe down, Jabroni.
Does he have it? No, he doesn't, because that's not his forte.
Fair enough.
Okay, so Vasi, it's like you guys have forgotten that you're supporting the same team. And France, if you guys are not careful, that engine already naisikia.
We don't need to be careful. Ngolo has 13 lungs. We don't need to be careful.
And Saliba has 12. So we are good.
And then at the end of the day, Ronaldo is leaving this league as a champion. That's it for right now. My name is Venant.
And of course, if Gareth Southgate wants to win the Euros, he has to take Bukayo Saka back to left back. I've been Brian Waudo.
And that's a jabroni take, but I've been the jabroni slayer. Nyaassh, catch you on the next one, man.